Yo, what's up, guys? I'm actually back again with another PvP set video. I haven't uploaded in 2 days because I had to delay my Saturday video because I had to go to a party. So again, in today's video, we are gonna be talking about another PvP, more PvP Loomian. Loomian Legacy PvP sets that you can use for yourself and that you can also get destroyed. By the way, so yeah, be careful using some of these Loomians. They have their counters. They don't. I don't know. Anyways, so for today's video, we're gonna be talking about 4 Loomians and a special PvP like Loomian that's just for fun, and it goes to the credits of one of my friends, not Isabez. So yeah, so let's start off the video. I've got Lubicare Plus now, so I can actually start filming my videos in different locations while showing you the PvPs, which doesn't make any sense, but hey, I'll do it. Alright. So let's go to the Loomian Plus. So right here, we got our 5 PvPs. Ticlipse, Venolin, Ferroglyph, Gobidemic, and this is the specialty, Wabalisc. So we're gonna start off with Ticlipse. Now this is Ticlipse right here. Now Ticlipse is definitely a really good range attacker and a really good speedster. It is always best to run its secret ability form because you actually gain immunities to the light and dark type, which is, by the way, really good, like one of the best abilities ever. It does, of course, absorb your speed, but still, it still can be pretty decent, and it can start outspeeding some Loomians like Protagon and Dusket with its secret ability. It's always good to run very frail movesets on Eclipse, because Eclipse is actually known for being a range attacker, not a melee attacker. It's also known for its good speed and actually pretty good bulk, including with a really good health stat and a really good energy stat. Now the item you can use on Eclipse is varied. You can have Power Cuffs, you can have Light Essence, you can have Dark Essence, you can have different items. Oh, also, quick notice, if you do see this name right here, this is by far probably is something that people will start to question. Yes, this is my Eclipse. I have just changed my Roblox username to the undisclosed moose. So yeah, that's new. Anyways, on to the Eclipse moveset. Now, of course, you might actually see, if you have seen other kinds of Eclipse in PvP, you might notice that this is actually a different moveset. But I decided to run this, so this is just in case you get countered by someone else's Eclipse or someone taking the ability, like a secret ability Ragoon. So, this is the moveset. Raging Howl is just to deal with certain Loomians that you cannot hit. Like, for example, if you're fighting another Total Eclipse, then this is why you want Raging Howl. Disperse is just to boost your range attack and accuracy. That doesn't really make any sense because I don't really think you miss with any of these moves. Gamma Pulse and Dark Surge to hit a lot of typings, and I mean a lot. Let's move on to the UPs. So, of course, you always want to invest in all of the UPs except for melee attack. As I said in my last video, melee attack can sometimes not be important, range attack can sometimes not be important, defenses and stuff cannot be important. All you need to know is make sure you have this game pass, because this is actually the most useful game pass for PvP, apart from the Rally Charm and Lumicare Plus. So yeah. And basically, I don't know why, these are just random, like, this is just random TPs my Eclipse just got from training. But it's always suggested just TP train 200 for the range attack and speed. So yeah, that's what you want to do. On to the next Loomian, Venolin. Now, Venolin's personality can actually be dependent on different personalities. You can be frail, very smart, sluggish, or you can be frail, very clever, sluggish to take huge hits from range attackers and take like 0 damage. And of course, your main problem is just melee attackers, because they will hit you really hard with melee attack moves. You basically just get shut down by Mutagon because of T-Sweep, Telekinetic Sweep. Now, items on Venolin can vary. Now, yeah, sorry for the Vari joke, that was so bad. Anyways, now why does this have heavy shackles? This is a strategy that Venolins can use. We can have other items like Health Amulet, any like shields, really some stuff. Even like a Toxic Essence could work on this. Anyways, Venolin's abilities can vary. Venolin does not really have the best abilities, so I just use Toxic Touch just for help. And now, this is what you want to use. Poison, just in case you need to deal with people. this is you need poison just in case you need to deal with sweepers. Barter to use the heavy shackles to make all other Loomians have low priority, and also by the way the lowest priority in the game. The Skeleton Core just to hit certain types, and Adaptive Assault just to be there. Of course, you can have different stuff than Adaptive Assault, but it's always good to have Adaptive Assault. It's a really good move on most of the Varis. Now for training. Now I know as you see here, yeah, you really don't really have to invest in the melee attack or the melee defense since you're basically just a full-on range defender. But yeah, you should have to like mostly just UP like everything but these two stats, both melees. So yeah. Anyways, on to the next Loomian, Ferroglyph. Now, Ferroglyph is a really hard Loomian to get a PvP setup because Ferroglyph is not valuable due to it being a 1 in 300 chance, or probably because you can make this really, really broken. Now, what are some good movesets you should run? Well, first of all, you want movesets that are either smart, clever, or nimble, as those are one of the best Ferroglyph movesets in the book. And I'm not joking when I say that. So not really good to always have melee attack. It's good to sometimes have melee defense since you take a lot of hard hits from melee attackers, just like the Venolin. But of course, this is a pure mind type, which means Gobademic Hypno Spam doesn't work on this. And in fact, you have to counter Gobademic with this. Let's go on to the moveset. It's actually kind of surprising that movesets like this. Oh, by the way, also forgot to mention power cuffs, essences, anything could really work on Ferroglyph, like health amulet and stuff. Now, of course, we move on to the moveset. Spectral Burst to hit spirit types, Shrewd Blast just to hit like ancient like types, Dark Surge for light types, Mud Splatter for like fire, electric, like stuff like Gobademic. You always need these. Shrewd Blast is the best way to prevent dodge spammers. Spectral Burst is the best way to deal with spirits. Also, Shrewd Blast is also helpful against ancient types and also spirit types, just in case they have Spirit Light type, which I'm pretty sure is never gonna exist. Dark Surge for light types, and of course of Mud Splatter. And Mud Splatter is actually really useful for Gobdemic because it always lowers your speed, like Clay Slap. It's like a range version of it. Let's move on to the TPs. Now I know the TPs for Ferroglyph aren't the best, but it's always good to invest in these three. Who the fuck it? Bro, shut. Oh my. This stupid guy's DMing me, bro. Alright. So basically, it's always good to invest in the both range and both speed. And also, health and energy are really useful as well for Ferroglyph. You always want to also have good TPs on these. Anyways, on to the second last Loomian, Gobidemic. Now, Gobidemic has been proven to definitely be one of the best suicide leads in the game, being one of the best barbs, the best toxic barbs, the best hypno, the best health gift, and even actually a pretty good range attacker with its amazing range attack. And I mean amazing, like look at that. You will always want to run very nimble movesets. You will never want to run like a very smart moveset. You could run actually smart and nimble. I feel like that would work, but Gobademic isn't really known for its good attacking. It's really well known for its suicide. It's what it's really good at, suicide. Anyways, you guys want to immunize just in case someone tries to destroy you with paralysis. You never want to go baneful unless you're going offensive Gobademic, which is never seen before. You can have barbs, you can have poison barbs, you can have hypno to actually really annoy people. Oh, sorry. And of course, you always want Muck Blast just in case. You might always need Muck Blast. It's not really good since people can just use Provoke. Onto the Onto the UPs, of course, not gonna lie, the only thing you really need to invest in is energy and speed UPs. Defense doesn't matter, just have a clutch plushie or something, like Toxic Essence, clutch plushie, any item, like it, yeah. And of course, you always want to max out your TP instantly. Now, on to the last Loomian. Now, be aware, this Loomian is not actually, like, the best for PvP. It's good, but trust me, it's just meant to be a joke. It's not meant to, like, actually be, like, serious for PvPs. So don't try and go ahead and use a Wabalisc in tournaments expecting it to be good, because Wabalisc is just mid. But yeah, credits to one of my friends, and that is Sabez. also known as egg. Yeah. Natisabez basically just helped me create it. Me and Natisabez were able to create this amazing Wabalisc. Now, Wabalisc has actually really good typing. Surprisingly, it has only 3 weaknesses, a couple of resistances, and normals. And not to mention, it's just pure ice, which means it doesn't really have much. Now, of course, any item is good on Wabalisc. Just Wabalisc. We just have power cuffs because, like, yeah. Just realized this was actually caught on New Year's. That is actually surprising. Now, of course, personality does not really matter. It's of course good though to go for ranged attacks, speed just in case, or defenses, because you always want to invest in Wobbles defenses. Now onto the moveset. As you can see here, it doesn't really matter what you run. As you can see, like actually, yeah, this is kind of TP'd, but still, it doesn't really matter what you run on Wobblisk. It could be melee, it could be range, it could be speedful. You can have like any moveset. All I know is Talent Trade is probably one of the best abilities to use. It's also really good on stuff like actually I forgot what its name was. Oh yeah, Seti Mars. Seti Mars is a really good talent trade. Pure Mind and Ferglyph are really good talent trades as well. So yeah, it's actually really, really good. Speaking of abilities, I also forgot to mention Ferglyph, any ability matters. Temper, Idol-Socratic, just do not run Contact Curse, that is bad. Anyways, any moveset's viable, it doesn't really matter. Of course, this thing can learn Thunder Punch, which means actually you have to make it learn instead of having it Frost Punch, because Frost Beam definitely does more damage. And in training, we were able to 7 times 40 this Wobalisk, and it just got randomly TP trained with random stats. So yeah, go wild when you want to make roamers. If you're making something like a Wobalisk, making something like an Akalos, making something like an Ikazune, just go wild. It's really hard to get these kind of like good roamers like pure nimble Wobalisk. You need stuff like this pure nimble Duskit. Like it's really really hard to like really make stuff like this. But hey, when you're able to get something like this, go wild. Like it literally does not matter. Just do anything you want. It doesn't. Anyways, that is all for today's video. Oh, my friend is right here. Let me just slash E-Wave. Yeah, my friend's right here. Yeah, this is the guy actually gave me the Wobblisk. Hold on. Yeah, this is the guy that helped me out with the Wobblisk right here. Okay, yeah, you don't mind not display name, but yeah, this is the guy that was able to help me make this Wobblisk, make it 7 times 40, make it the best, and that is the end of today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you in my next PvP set video, maybe on Wednesday or Thursday. Anyways, bye guys.